Well, Kingbull just released the EX Titan, and it just got here today. And this is a full suspension, fat tire mountain bike that I think has all the bells and whistles that you're looking for. And I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time. Not only is this bike going to be something I think it's going to be really, really cool to ride around the valley and be pretty legit with, you know, being a legal class 2, class 3 e-bike, having full suspension on it. I think what's really, really awesome about this e-bike is how it looks. Let's open it up and assemble the Kingbull EX Titan. Let's go. Here's how it came packaged. Just before I drop the front of the box, just want everybody to get an idea of just, you know, what it looks like when I'm looking at it. You know, coming in just full force, all in this box is Kool-Aid. What I'm really noticing right now, that color, that gold and green and bronze look, it's got some spray. That looks like a really good paint job. Let's go ahead and start opening this baby up.
Setting levels in solitude tonight.
See, everything is nice, packed very tight, zip ties, holding everything, but just not too much packaging, just minimal, but very, very adequate packaging. And looks like everything held up good. What am I noticing there? Look at that. Zoom front suspension. What? A legit Bafang motor. What? Tektro hydraulic brakes. What? Check this out. Kenda tire. And I love that white stripe. Reminds me of a Hot Wheels car, but very cool. So that's a Kenda 26 by 4 inch tire. And look at that tread. Now, this is really cool. So on this tread pattern here, you can see it's a very aggressive mountain bike tread for sure. But this center line down here is going to give you a really smooth ride when you're on the bike path, on the road or whatever, and keep a lot of that road noise down. That's really cool. And a gel seat. This is very similar to what's on the Hunter 2.0. And I have had the chance to ride both of the Hunter 2.0s I've gotten quite a bit on long distance rides too, like 7-8 miles at a time. And this seat has been more than comfortable for me. It's like a gel type cushion, so it is form fitting. It's got some venting in the middle there. Makes you go faster. Check that out, nice. Oh wow, looky there. And we've got it pretty much just unpackaged, but we haven't assembled it yet. But let's kind of just take a little preliminary look-see on that suspension. That is a super, super well built. I mean, it is just thicky and awesome-y and just looks super durable. And just look at that. That paint job is gorgeous. It may be, no, it is. It's the nicest paint job I've had on an electric vehicle ever. Without question. It is this gold bronze with like this tint of green almost. It's just beautiful. And it just gets almost like a gray to a black. And even throughout the suspension back here, I mean, but look again at that suspension. Super excited about that. And the forks on this thing, the Zoom forks, look pretty good, but that rear suspension's looking amazing. Look at that. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous freaking bike. Let's see what's in these packages. This is my favorite time of unboxing a new e-bike and just seeing what's in these little boxes. It's just kind of my little Christmas in June. Let's see what's in these boxes. Let's see. It's in box number one. Just grabbing a random box. There's several of them here, as you can see. Let's see, it's in the first one. It looks like that's the front axle there. Super hardy and sturdy. It's super thick, just so you know. It's hardy. Got your class 2, class 3 stickers here, depending on if you're gonna, you know, pedal or use the throttle or whatever. Some pedals. A derailleur guard. Derailleur. So you got some kind of rear tail light that looks like it mounts to the seat post. Looks like a little tail light here, battery operated. Wow, it looks like it's rechargeable actually. Okay, cool. Rechargeable seat post tail light. Nice. Safety first, boys and girls. Safety first. That looks like a headlight mounting bracket kit there. Nice. Everything's just packaged super well. It's just super well. I love how Kingbull packages stuff. And we've got the famous Kingbull hardware set here, and they just do a really good job giving you a full set of not only hardware, just quality hardware, like Sears Craftsman, you know, style type hardware. It's just really top quality, and I'm a craftsman, trust me, I understand. So it's super cool there. I got the tools. I'm going to actually use those tools. Got some zip ties. Like I always say, you never have enough zip ties. All right, we got a little assembly guide here. Bloop. And we got our display guide there. And it looks like here, just, you know, get more fun with your e-bike. It just goes over a bunch of stuff that you may need to get familiar with your e-bike. Wow, all that. So that was in box number 1. All right, we'll do the boxes here first. Okay, box number 2, just a random box here. That's the best way to open it. Just be kind of careful when you open these, just so you're not cutting anything on the inside. And there's always like wires and stuff. It's, like I said, that wire protruding out of that box, you know, if you're not careful, you're gonna do something. And I just know that just because I know those things. When you get older, you'll learn those lessons as well. Looks like that is a headlamp. That looks like a disco ball. The inside of that headlamp is all I could see. So super funky. The guys and girls are at Kingbull giving me this big old disco ball headlamp. I'm actually enjoying it. We'll set that over here with the bracket kit. There's that bracket kit. There we go. All right, let's see what's in box number 3 here. I think this is the final box. Just a really good job on the packaging. You know, that's the charger. And we know what that does, boys and girls. We know what that does. So go ahead maybe and take that battery out. Go ahead and start charging it while we're assembling this bike. So on this charger here, it looks like it's a 3 amp charger. So that's really nice. It's gonna charge your battery really, really good and really fast. I think it's a 20 amp, 48 volt battery on that with Samsung cells. So it's gonna be really huge. Let's go ahead and plug this in, get that battery off, and start charging this puppy while we assemble the Kingbull EX Titan. And there's the battery, just the specs on battery. Looking at 20 amp hour, 48 volt, that's 960 watt hours. It's lithium ion battery, just looking super awesome. This is a super well built battery. You could see a little grip here that you slide it in, but just the solidness. There's the switch. After you turn the key, you'll just hold that down, it releases the battery. You'll need to push that in when you're installing it too, but I'm just telling you, the quality and build of this battery case is incredible. It matches the quality of that paint job, if that tells you anything. All right, you can see there, got it plugged in, charging up. Let's get back to assembling the Kingbull EX Titan. All right, check it out. So there's a little foot place. You put that here. It's got a couple different attachments here, so you can pump up your basketball, your football, your volleyball, your beach ball, whatever. Also some inflatables, like if you're taking a little raft or a little float to the lake, whatever, even balloons maybe, and even your bicycle. Check that out. Thank you guys. Keeping us full and pumped up. Jesus. Yeah, that will not be used ever, probably. Check it out, looking good. We're gonna go ahead and throw on these handlebars and take this thing the rest of the way out of the box. I think we're about done with that part. Looking good. Whew. An Allen wrench out of your handy dandy toolkit here. And we'll just take these bolts out of the stem and we'll put our handlebars on. Start getting an idea of how this absolutely gorgeous electric mountain bike is. You know, I've always wanted an electric mountain bike, but I thought I wanted more of like, you know, a narrower tire, you know, for single track and stuff like that. But the older I get, honestly, the less I'm off-road.
Fingers fixed on faders, feeling right. Every input perfectly in place. Time dissolves without a trace.
Alright, just make sure you get them even left to right. Once you get them about level how you want them. And you could always go back and adjust it, obviously, as well. But just get it going here. Let's try it, tighten these down. We'll just go in a cross pattern. And we can start tightening them down.
In this room, I find my space where precision sets.
We'll go ahead and connect these two right here. You can see there's little notches. These right here, just want to match the notches. Bam. Looking good. Just be sure when you are adjusting these, you get your handlebars, you know, even and everything, you get everything tilted, your display all fixed. Just be sure that you get your stem bolts tightened and your stem locked down. Just be sure that you get all that nice and snug and tight. Make sure none of that's loose. Cool. Let's put on the seat and flip this thing over, and we're gonna put it on that front wheel and tire. All right, we'll pop in the seat here. Lower it. Keep it low while we're putting on that front tire. And then we'll raise it and adjust it when we're done. That is just a good looking e-bike. Well, what's good about this too, let's see, which one's the rear? Okay, the right is the rear brake. It's one of my favorite things to do, is many of y'all know, is doing the old bike flip here. And we got the bike flipped. A heck of a lot easier putting on that front tire. All right, you can see here on the front calipers here on the brakes, on these hydraulic caliper brakes, you can see there's a little locking spacer here. It just keeps those calipers from closing and shipping in case those levers get pressed, because that could be a pain in the backside, a pain in the avocados to get that back apart if they compress. All right, so let's go ahead and take off the shipping bolt. We'll put on the new front tire and wheel, and we'll throw in that new axle too. Let's go. Okay, so just be sure when you're sliding this through, got your bolt, got your washer here. We're going through these front forks. It's gonna be what's gonna be on the outside. What's gonna be on the inside, it's gonna be your spacer and your rubber grommet. That's your rubber grommet. That's your spacer, and you can see the spacer's gonna face this way and then that way on that side. This is what that grommet and that spacer look like assembled. So basically, sliding it through, then the fork is going to be right here, the front suspension fork, and then this will be facing on the hub of the wheel. The same on the other side. Let's go ahead and see how that works. Put that there. I'll show you how it kind of looks on the wheel while I can. See the rubber grommet, the spacer are going to fit on each side like that. And you don't have to flip your bike upside down. It's just that it's a heck of a lot easier for me. And I do a lot of e-bikes, and I just found it just to be the slightly easier way for myself. All right, well, let's see if we could get this going through here. Some more. There we go. Not too shabby. Okay, that's a lot easier than I thought it'd be. So we'll put our washer here. And our nut there. So it looks like we got everything nice now. Cool. And look at that. I love it when the wheels spin free like that. And no rubbing on the brakes, just awesome. All right. The front looks like it needs a 15 mil. So 15 millimeter on the front axle. And you could adjust the suspension, it looks like right here on the bottom as well, now that I've got it flipped over. So the suspension is adjustable, it's just adjustable on the bottom, like a lot of motorcycles. And look at it, even when I got it tight, it still spins free like that. It's a very, very good sign. That is a good sign. That on there, probably tighter than suggested torque, but whatever. You can look there, no rubbing on the front wheel. It's pretty awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's flip this thing over. We're gonna put on the pedals, and then we're gonna put on the headlamp, and then the tail light on the seat post, and see what this awesome bike is all about, because it's been the easiest to assemble e-bike ever. I mean, just super easy. All right, let's put on the pedals. Now, I will be getting custom pedals for this bike. I could go ahead and tell you that right now. That's gonna be a thing. So go ahead and put on the righties here. Righty-tighty, baby. Righty-tighty. All these are nice and tight. Alright. Tighten these. Alright. Look at that bike, man. That is an absolutely gorgeous e-bike. Look at that thing, man. Before I put that headlamp on, just look at that. How gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's beautiful. Looking e-bike. I mean, look at the thing motor. I have to put on that derailleur guard too. Don't let me forget that after we do that headlamp. Man, oh man. All right, so we'll get out our headlight mounting bracking kit here. It looks like about like all the others that we've gotten. All right, with the first bracket, this right here, I guess is gonna be the left. Well, it says left on it. There's an L on it, so there's that. But just knowing how to do these so many times, I just know it's left. So this is gonna be on your left bracket. I give you some rubber strips in here just to give you some grip. All right, so what I'll first do is, just kind of hook it in there and get it wrapped around, get it started. I'll go ahead and get this started too, down here.
The pace. Pressure.
All right, now we'll come back and tighten those back up, and then we'll put in our rubber strips for the grip. All right, loosen those up a little bit just so we have some play to mount the headlamp. Up next, not least and not last, is the headlamp here. Now, Let's see which way it goes. I got an arrow that says facing up right there, so I'm thinking like that so we could tilt it down more than up because we want to see the road, not the sky. No, the sky's pretty cool too, but now we just want to get this tucked in back like that. Something like that. All right, so I'll just go ahead and finger these. Bolts in, everything's set up, and then we'll tighten everything down. Same thing on the other side. Hope you're enjoying this video. I've always found it, oddly enough, super therapeutic to watch assembly videos and ride and chat videos. All right, get on there. I'll tighten that up. A plug to match up here, the yellow and yellow. And there's little grooves in these. You want to match them up. There's also an arrow on the outside of the plug as well. Just make sure you match those up. And plug those in. And we'll tuck that up in there. We'll tighten these down now that we know where we want them. All right, when we get done with this, we'll put the derailleur guard on and the seat post tail lamp as well. Safety first, boys and girls. All right, there's the headlamp. Look at that. Looking good. Really, really good looking e-bike, man. Get that cable out of the way. Remove the washer. Because this derailleur guard basically replaces that spacer washer. So you don't have to put that back on. Now you will have to get a socket because I'm telling you right now, just because this wrench is so big, if you want to put that derailleur guard on there, just get you a 19mm socket because that wrench it came with, it's not going to work. All right, there's that. All right, there's the tail light. You've got a on mode, a blinking mode, a flashing mode. So it's got a couple modes on it. And I do like on this taillight too, you can slide it out and take it in and recharge it with USB too. So that's cool. Now mounting this, I suggest that just for waterproof reasons, that you decide whether you want that facing down or up because it does not have mud guards. I'm gonna have it actually facing up. Now I don't know if they offer mud guards for these in the future. I did not see any yet, but maybe in the future it's a thing they'll offer. I wouldn't be concerned about. It's a mountain bike. It's not really the design of it to have mud guards on it, which I kind of like. I like the style of this bike without the mud guards. All right, there's the taillight. There it is, boys and girls. Looking good. We got that battery still charging over there. Let's check and see how it's doing. Still charging. Woo! All right, sit on this thing. See what? Oh wow! Woo! And it fits. I'm 6'2", 175 in these shoes today. On some of my Air Jordans, I'm 6'3". But yeah, you can just see the inseam. My inseam is 34 inches, and I could go a lot higher with this seat and a lot lower with this seat. But man, right now this feels really, really good. If I need to adjust any of the brake levers, handlebars or whatever, I could always do that, or the display. I could always do that after I ride it a few times. But wow, feeling that rear in front suspension on a big old e-bike is absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to take this on venture. Actually, tonight, the concert series in Avon at Nottingham Lake starts up, and I'm gonna take it on its very first solo ride. Cannot wait to give you the review and the views of the activities we got coming up here in Colorado. Hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like that. Leave a comment down below. I love answering all my comments. I'll leave a link to Kingbull, my discount code below. Save a ton of money on maybe one of the best budget-friendly electric mountain bikes on the market today, and that's the Kingbull EX Titan. Until our next adventure, signing out. This is Chris with the Colorado Adventure Channel.
I'm a soul transfixed. Lost within these meters, moving fast. Every moment better than the